So the nail is in the coffin there. The nail is also in the coffin of the Phillies. Now, if you're like me and you kind of saw this coming, and you were in check-in status with the Phillies, so you still checked in to see what was going on. Well, you check in last night, and they get a bases-loaded situation in the third inning. They couldn't do anything with it. And then the Braves just went off the rails, or not off the rails. They put the Phillies off the rails in the fifth inning, I believe it was. But I'm checking in on the Phils, and like I said, I saw this coming. And look, a month and a half ago, I guess it was, Phillies are winning 8 games, almost 2 months ago now. Phillies are winning 8 games in a row. They're in first place. They're feeling great about themselves. We're feeling good about them as well. My message 2 months ago was, okay, Joe Girardi has to be the difference here. Joe Girardi was hired to be the difference from Gabe Kapler and falling apart in September to now Joe Girardi keeping them together in September, pushing through and winning the division, or at least making the playoffs. That's why Joe Girardi was hired. That falls on a manager. But ultimately, the players have to perform. And Bryce Harper performed. And that's about it. Zach Wheeler performed. That's about it. Yeah. These players didn't perform. Andrew McCutchen, almost a 30 home run season for that man. Good for him. Still, the rest of the team just did not get it done. They did not look like a playoff team. And something about September and this team is just haunting. And I know people look at Aaron Nola and they go, oh, Aaron Nola's numbers are terrible in September. He had a terrible year. By Aaron Nola's standard, he had a god-awful year. Did you ever look at him and go, there's the Aaron Nola, here's that stretch we've been waiting for where he has that incredible month where he's amazing and nobody can hit him and he can't score runs on him. You never had that stretch this year. You had maybe 2 starts where you went, oh, hey, good for Aaron Nola. He put 2 starts together. But you never saw that dominant performance from Aaron Nola that we were waiting for all season long. We never saw that stretch from him, that great run from him where he just looked like he was unhittable. Zach Wheeler was your best pitcher by far this year, got himself into the Cy Young conversation. You have Bryce Harper getting himself into the MVP conversation. Really, these guys those guys were great. Everybody else underperformed. And when I saw Rhys Hoskins go down, I thought if it does come down to it where they get to a point where they're within striking distance at the end of the year of first place, not having Rhys Hoskins is actually going to be the nail in the coffin for them. Turns out it was just overall September. But Joe Girardi did address the media after the game, as he does every single time, and he talked about what this team is going through, including himself as a manager.
I always take responsibility, full responsibility, and I failed, and it's a really empty feeling because there's a lot of time that goes into this and a lot of work that everybody puts into, and it's just really, it stinks. It hurts, right? I mean, we've been going at this, really since the last day of last year, from a mental standpoint, from a physical standpoint, and it hurts. We got to get better. I mean, that's the bottom line. We need to break this. We'll go to work on doing that.
I never thought I'd say this in September. I never thought I'd say this. I want to hug Joe Girardi. The man needs a hug. He also needs a bullpen. He also needs better players. But the man needs a hug above all else right now. He also needs to manage the bullpen better. I am no huge Joe Girardi fan, but I'm also not someone who's going to put the complete onus on him. I did say it was up to him to keep this team focused. He wasn't able to do that. As a professional athlete, you shouldn't need someone to keep you focused, but it seems to be the case in every aspect of sport. We were talking about it the other day with our friend Trey Thomas when Trey told us about that bulletin board material, Nick Sirianni and the Beat Dallas shirt. Like, you don't do that. And my whole thing from that was that when you look at professional athletes, what I gather about bulletin board material is that you never give another team reason to focus. You want them to lose focus. Like that. Bulletin board material helps them pull focus and zero in on their task at hand. And for whatever reason, Joe Girardi wasn't able to be that guy for this Phillies team this year. Losing Rhys Hoskins was the start of the nail. The Braves were the hammer